How's it going there, YouTube? Antman816, and this is raining video. FYI, language will not be controlled because this is a rant video. Now, have you all seen the petition going around for TCG to allow OCG cards to be played? Now, like every bad thing that's happened, typically start out with a good intention. The reason why most men cheat is because they try to meet women and just be friends, and then yeah, stuff happens. I'm gonna keep it somewhat PG till we get to the cussing because I'm really just like, no, what are you doing? Now, a little bit about Antman816. I used to work in the secondhand market, thrift store, that kind of thing. Same rules go there can apply to Yu-Gi-Oh. It's all about the supply and demand. Now, you guys are bitching about your Draco sacks being $100, and like you can get them for 20 in Japanese. Yeah. We control the secondary market. What can you guys not understand about this? Okay, look at Judgment Day, $100 card. The big three. Yes, we have the Trinity back. Except this time it is E-Dragons, Prophecies, and whatever else is the other third deck. Evil Swarms, maybe. I don't fucking care right now. But you're always seeing three decks at the top. Three. Okay? So, Judgment Day used to be 100. It's at 55 current as filming of this video. Because we said, no, we're not going to buy your Judgment Day for $100. No, we won't. So the price went down. Learn to say fucking no to a price. And it'll eventually go down. Because with secondhand market, it's a job. People sell cards to make money. Game stores sell cards to make money. The players dictate the value on how good the card is. Yes, Comic prints the card. They print rarity. I'm sorry, but I like shiny shit. Secret Trigger Deck, awesome. Secret Rare Rabbit, awesome. Secret Trigger Deck, sexy. Okay? We all know. Commentary Guide versus Secret Trigger Guide. Which one are you going to flap to? Just be honest with yourself. You rather flap to the secret. You like the shiny. You pick it up and you're like, ooh, shiny, I get to fucking look at the shiny. And then you look at a star card like, well, at least I have a copy of the card. Yeah, let's play it. You know, it's just not that same feeling when you have it. That being said, let me tell you something about how this little food web works. Current game stores buy boxes or cases from Konami. Gaming stores buy from Konami until Konami's out of print, and then it's all between stores. That's when box prices tend to go up. And yes, they print it however which way they want. You can agree, you can disagree, you can shut the fuck up. All I really have to say on that. Now, they open packs, they bust packs. Players are willing to pay hundreds of dollars for certain cards so they can play with the best deck so they can win. Okay. You know, the player gets a chance to be able to win an event. The store makes money to pay for all the cards they just got. And so they can buy more Yu-Gi-Oh cards so they can put food on the table. Well, I'm going to say something in a minute about the food on the table part about gaming stores. But if everyone's trying to get the best cards from Japan 2 to 4 months ahead of time, that's going to skyrocket their prices. All the good players with money are going to have them. Players might be able to spend money to try to get them here in English. But you're going to kill the TCG secondhand market. Gaming stores aren't even going to want to deal with Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to tell you something that should be common knowledge. Magic the Gathering is one of the biggest games ever. This game has lasted for almost 20 years or over 20 years. I'm not a Magic player. I know how to play Magic, and I know that they were coming on the 20-year mark. Whether they passed it or not, I do not know right now. But from what I can feel, the game's going strong, and they have cash tournaments. There are people who own houses off of just going to play Magic the Gathering. And 10 out of fucking 10, when you go to a real card shop, a real game card shop, you're going to find Magic the Gathering every single time before you'll find Yu-Gi-Oh, Vanguard, Pokemon, or whatever. That's just being legit. Magic is the bread and butter of almost every game shop. Magic, let alone, can make players can feed, or from the player fan base, or the player base, can pay all the paychecks, pay the bills, and feed the employees depending on how heavy the Magic scene is. Now, it does depend on the player base of the area. That's why some card stores need to make sure they do cater to their customers. If they do video games, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Vanguard, and things like that, D&D, Warhammer, stuff of that nature. But the reason why they support Yu-Gi-Oh is because the money's there. Everyone's going for the OCG. Either they have to deal with OCG shipping, and it will skyrocket those cards' prices up. It will kill the TCG. Konami in the TCG could kill Yu-Gi-Oh and move on to its next venture because they're not seeing the cash flow from it anymore. And then you know what's going to happen to the OCG? Not a damn thing. Their prices are going to go back, and they're going to be like, you fucking stupid American players. That's what they're going to do. So please, for the love of God, don't sign this petition. Don't give this encouragement, because if you do, if this petition takes effect, if we're able to do that, I'm telling you, educated guess, I promise you, the TCG will be in jeopardy. The OCG cards will rise in price, and it will just wreck the game. And it'd be fucking bullshit. Because I'm telling you, that's not the way to solve the problem. If you're bitching about prices, you're bitching about prices right now. You just say no. And you wait for it to drop. And if you tell everyone else, just say no, and everyone just says no, that guy's going to start getting hesitant. All sellers will get hesitant. Like, well, this card's worth $150. No. Some time goes by, they need money. Alright, I'll give you a deal, $140. No. They start hurting because they can't sell their expensive cards. Alright, I'll give you that card for $130. They start hurting a little bit more. Okay, I'll give you that card for $120. They really start hurting. You know what? I said $120. I need cash now. $80. Now this is where you either can gamble and lose or gamble and win. You can push them down to say $60 for a $150 card because they need the money, because they need to eat, they need to put food on the table, because they are using this TCG game as a paycheck. Alright? Which is not always the best. Sometimes very expensive cards, like when people pull the cards, that's good for them. Sometimes they do flip them and they'll sell them. Say a card's worth $150 and you see a kid sell it for $100. Not trade, sell. Always trade at full value, sell at a minimum. The reason why that kid sell at $100 because he probably only spent $4 on a pack, pulled it, made $96 profit. Now he can buy more packs or he can go do something else. It's the same way every vendor works, everything like that. They get cards for cheap or at half price. They sell for full price because people are willing to pay for full price. And people are willing to settle for house price because it's just a card. People can always use money. And people are always willing to spend money to get the card. And Konami's already done reprints. And Konami does reprints like fucking mad crazy. So just wait for it to get reprinted. And if you want to say, well, I want it now, then spend the money. If you want it now, that means you're willing to spend the money. If you're not willing to spend the money for it, you don't want it now. So quit your bitching. And if you can't get the money, if you can't get it, get a job. Sell some shit. Trade some shit off. Don't rip off a little kid. You need to get bitch slapped if you do. But I'm going to go ahead and end this rant video here. It's almost 10 minutes long. But just understand. It's good theory, but we don't need to be like Japan. We don't need to be like the OCG. Yes, they play TCG cards. Who gives a fuck? They can also double sleeve their deck and we can't. I want that. But will it bust the game? It could. I might have a video series on that. But anyway, guys, so I am the one and only Antman816. This is the end of this rant video. Just please don't sign the petition. Please don't let it, because you're going to fuck up Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, and none of us want that. We all want to keep playing this game. That's why we love it. That's why it's staying strong. Anyway, remember to comment, like, subscribe. Deuces, YouTube.